players to line up, in my opinion. I can't quite put my finger on it, though.
Yeah, I think... to me, it's the Lycan. I feel like the Lycan's a bit... not responded to properly. And for me, that's scary. Lycan's been just like randomly first picked or like first phased in a lot of the games this tournaments. So that's like the hero I see that's a concern. But honestly, I don't really mind their draft. I like Dragon Knight as a hero. I like Phoenix as a core. Phoenix core always usually looks good. So I wouldn't say it's like some out draft for Liquid. If anything, I think that if they mess up and fall behind, I think that they'll just get snowballed really hard by the Phoenix.
All right. I mean, we'll see. I could see that as well for the core Phoenix. So I do think Supernova is a pretty powerful setup for the rest of the team fight. We got some smoke on smoke action. Nothing too shocking here as far as facets go. By the way, we still have pack leader. It's not Spirit Wolves. Thunderstorm, no transference. Maybe just the only thing to note is chicken fingers for Boxy instead of greater serpent ward or massive serpent ward. I think we've seen a lot of big snakes usually.
Yeah, usually. I'm curious. I'm thinking. So sometimes you'll do it when you have stuff you want to hit. Like I know versus Undying, you'd rather have multiple shaman snakes because they'll kill the tomb faster. But this game, it's not really. Nothing comes to mind because it doesn't work on egg. Obviously.
No, only hero attacks work on egg. Which means that Helm auto attacks work on egg now, because they got changed to like hero type. Is that a thing? That can't be a thing. Is it a thing?
No, because imagine if Visage Birds did damage to egg.
Right, that's kind of what I'm thinking too. That's where my brain went.
I don't think Bear does. Bear can't hit egg, I think.
Yeah, Bear can't hit egg. That's true. That's my favorite thing.
Yeah. That matchup is annoying. Oof. This matchup versus Lone Druid and TA mid. TA mid used to just feel so bad for Lone Druid.
Uh-oh. That's not a good start here for the Phoenix. In fact, it's first blood for Insania.
What happened? They just walked him down?
I think they just walked him down, man. Just Boundless Strike and a Thunderstorm. Baboka, I don't know. I'm surprised, honestly, that because Clockwork's a pretty darn good level 1 bodyguard.
Yeah.
That's not what you're looking for on the Phoenix. You don't want to start falling too far behind, especially against a hero who is technically melee, but sometimes hits like a ranged hero. That Monkey King. You got no armor right on this Phoenix, so you give him that little bit of an advantage, and he might run away with this one. But I'll tell you what, Emo having a fun time as well in this lane. Nisha, no stick yet. Just saving up for the bottle first. I thought maybe he'd start with a stick, as did Emo.
Looking at top, I think top is... I'm a bit worried for Yakutou Brothers top. I feel like they might not shut down this Lycan first few levels and then they'll just farm. Oh. Solo kill mid.
Solo kill off camera. Just a level 2 whirling death. That's I think all it was. That's all it could have been, really.
Yeah, I mean he doesn't even have a bottle. He just killed him.
Well, that's one way to stop the liquid supports from rotating at minute 4, although I suspect that won't stop him, actually. Just kill him first. How to not die at minute 4? Just kill him before that. Strong start for Emo there.
Yeah, I'm surprised that this lane is going this well for Emo. I know this lane should be favored because it's Timber versus Strength Hero, melee. But getting a kill just solo like 2 minutes into the lane like that is not how it's supposed to go. It's supposed to be just Shakers a little behind.
You know what probably makes a pretty big difference here as well, I reckon, is it's with that stat loss on Whirling Death. Because you crit, obviously you crit Shaker right on the Enchant Totem. And when it stacks, you probably do like way less damage. I'm sure like it just makes the trades that are normally super easy for Shaker suddenly very unsustainable. Like I think you really have to shift.
Yeah. I can see that. That it's like if you press a Q on your Enchant Totem, just like 15, 20 less damage.
Yeah, right, per hit. And then if you have 2 of them on, you lose even more. Like, Just feels tough, right? And he's got his little bit of armor, and I know reactive armor's not really all that anymore, since they've reworked it a ton. But it probably adds up here pretty well for the timber, all things considered.
It's so good in these random melee lanes. Come on, don't contest the rune. Just give it. Yes, thank you. Give up the rune. I got worried. I don't know. Every time I see Emo walk to the floor,
no, dude, he's gonna have to lock in and fight to the death. Can't you tell he's dueled? He's basically dueled. Wait, down bottom? Okay, there's gonna be the action as Beyond. He will manage to evade a death there. Good job focusing onto the killable hero in the bottom lane. Fly. Gets up the breathe fire. Look at those body blocks. My goodness, the micro from Saberlight. It's on a point. More wolves summoned here. Ollie, he's going to go ahead and mirror image as well. Somehow that Naga Siren, she slips through the gap there, trying to escape. Deluge capping that movement speed. The auto attacks the wolves. Nice. And of all things, it's going to be the Ether Shock from Boxy to secure the kill.
So this was my concern, right? That they're not going to press the Lycan the first like 2-3 levels,
Beyond.
2-3 minutes, and then eventually just wins the lane. And
Dying Light. Careful for that Dying Light. Beyond. Oh, get under the tower. I think he's dead.
20 health. 20 health.
Just lives. And Insania, that's a back-to-back death. He's not going to have TP here, actually. I don't know if that'll make a difference because Beyond is so low HP. I don't know if they can really make a play. And Monkey doing monkey things. Good cogs. Very nice cogs.
He can die in like about 10 seconds on mid cave. He's not too careful.
Right.
Like that one dive with his W on.
Boxy's just getting harangued by these mirror image illusions.
This guy's alone. The monkey's alone, guys. Go, go, go. Believe in yourself.
Moment. I think if Disruptor shows mid, I think they might have a play to make. Okay, so now they'll know as Ollie's going to get caught here. Keeping our eyes on bottom. No aggressive moves here quite yet as Ollie tanking the aggro. He's going to prevent a stack at the very least. Wow.
Ooh,
very
so
nice.
so
Still
close.
dies. Still dies to Insania, but nice dodge.
Yeah, I was so close to getting to that many neutrals. It was like 20 health, 15 health.
Okay, they're going now bottom onto the Monkey King. Let's see if they can get the kill. Boundless Strike. Baboka is now going to find Insania here in the mid lane as Beyond connecting on the Fire Spirits. He's got one last one, I think. But it's not going to matter as Baboka, he's just going to end up taking too much damage. Down he goes.
And now mid, he's dying with the DD rune.
Yeah, amplified damage active. That chakram's going to do a whole lot. Oh, and the Whirling Death even more. Fissure just in case, but that'll be Nisha having to go home and having a regen. And I've got to say, Yakutou Brothers, they've been doing an excellent job making sure that this triangle is not stacked whatsoever. So the natural recovery mechanism that a lot of Shakers usually rely on in tough lane matchups, it's not really here at the moment. And I love this move from Emo, choosing to gank this top lane, trying to relieve some of this pressure. But Saberlight and now Nisha, both in this top lane. Boxy's already dead. Let's see what Ollie can do here against two cores.
Timber is strong. So he's actually going to be able to protect his Naga.
Yeah, he will live. The tiniest bit of space as well for Fly, who's not too bad off, all things considered. But again, our concern is they have not really interrupted the flow state that Saberlight is in. He's top net worth here at the moment.
Yep. He has his Helm of the Dom coming on Courier.
Action's bottom, though, I think, on that smoke. I don't think they're going to kill Nisha here.
They might get the Disruptor, though. If it's close. Monkey's coming back with the Shaman.
Yeah, they're going for it, but they're running into a smoke here. Boundless from Fog into an easy kill there on Beyond. Baboka, he was stunned as well. Nothing he could do.
Take the creeps.
Yeah, instant D-ward as well. That's stinging. As a Liquid off to a decent start here. It's just a 1k lead. It's not the 3k we had this early last game. And Yakutou Brothers with much more active cores in general. This DK, I assume, will show up to more fights and apply more map pressure than the ABBA ever did in game 1. But Saberlight's off to a much better start here as well, which is perhaps the biggest concern at the moment.
If you're anti-Saberlight or if you are Saberlight?
I think if you're anti Saberlight, I think if you're anti Nisha, you're happy this game because he's not off to the best start either. Beyond having a tough game, Nisha just barely more net worth than him. This could change things on its head, though. That was an Echo Slam committed and a wonderful bit of rotations from Liquid to secure the kill onto the Timber. Oh, we didn't get the haste rune off. Uh-oh.
Curious what building was going to go. Oh?
It's probably trouble for Ollie, too. But Boko,
get
in here with the cogs.
He's going to hit 6? Yeah, he's 6 now on Phoenix.
So we can Icarus dive on over. Beyond holding on to that. It's got one vessel charge, but they might need to deploy it up top lane. Saberlight getting active here. Uh-oh. Hard to run from someone who's hasted, really. All the trees cut down. Saberlight will be forced back. This Emo giving chase onto the creeps, it looks like. We'll keep our eyes down bottom, though. Baboka, he's sneaking around that tower. He's just going to run on in. Should be a fairly easy kill. No way out of this one for Insania. Did he get his vessel or his urn charges? I'm not sure. It's always something to be careful of when you Icarus dive.
He has
good.
2. I'm going to assume that he got like...
Yeah, that was his first one. Perfect. That's always a concern when you dive away. Sometimes you're out of range.
There's based on assists. If only.
If only. It's an Invis room battled up for Nisha. Beyond pretty good work on this tower, actually. They managed to clear the waves out. They've booted the Monkey King, so that tier 1 tower is theirs. And DK, of course, being just a naturally tanky laner, I believe he has managed to defend this tower. This tower is barely taking a scratch, even. It hasn't. Brand new. You can return it full price.
Yeah? Is that how you know it's like, oh, this is a good buy? I can return it at full price.
Yeah, exactly.
Top fly. A bit of trouble. Good read to kind of just turn and hit the creeps. I was scared. I was scared of like a glimpse.
Me too. There's no static storm quite yet. And like it, just a few seconds away from the shapeshift. So Saberlight's got that ready now. He's fairly tanky though with this armlet. Bonus armor and everything.
I don't think they should go on him. I think they want to play the like hit their timies game. Let your Light can get his helm down too. Let your Shaker get his blink. A Monkey get his echo. He's not gonna go Radiance. I'm so sure he won't.
I don't think Monkey should. I think with the game that Nisha is having, I mean, he's what? He's the poorest core of them all at the moment. He's struggling, right? He did get a kill there on the Emo, but there will be action now as gating from the bottom lane is Beyond and Baboka. This is a really dangerous time here for Liquid. Let's see if they get caught by anything. Static Storm, it's Insania in the backline, so who's going to be caught first? Beyond gets off the Supernova. Ooh, Saberlight, they get the kill there onto the DK, but he's got this Vessel debuff. He will live. Just barely, though. And Boxy
denies himself.
Denying himself to the Ancients, so not half bad there, all things considered. They get the kill. They lose both supports, but one's a deny, effectively. Okay. Yeah, Saberlight was close to die. And you know what might have saved him there? Sister's Shroud.
Old Sister Shroud. The good days.
1 or 2 auto attacks. I think that fight looks way differently for Liquid. Instead, you see this mid-tier 1 tower going down. Saberlight able to keep his creeps alive. Just throwing these skellies from the Dark Troll Summoner.
Oh no, tall.
It's a glimpse side here. Baboka dying to Wolves. Dying to Thunderstrike. Unable to deny himself to the Golems.
This game feels the most even out of all the 3 games. I feel like in the first 2 it was like a stomp both ways, and now this game's like, okay, it's a barely 1k lead, it's 13 minutes in the game. You take a tower, we take a tower. You pressure mid, we pressure mid. It's like they're kind of responding to each other, but not reacting, if that makes sense. Reacting is kind of like, oh, someone's doing this to me, I gotta do this to them. Or it's like, you're not the ones making moves. You're always like debating. You see what they do and you're like, okay guys, let's CP. Let's CP, let's CP, let's CP. And I don't think either team's had that issue. I think both teams are kind of like making their own plays.
Really nice smoke from Yakutou Brothers. Nisha, it's got the regen running, but it's not going to save his life. He could have wanded and maybe echoed, but I think he's dead no matter what there. Really nice smoke. I think Liquid read that perfectly. They had wolves that kind of scouted. Basically, they were about to smoke. Hold on. Fly's dying.
Unless the armor...
with song? Ooh, just a little
if you
late.
got that armor toggle off.
It's a funeral song, unfortunately.
Oh, that was, I think even if he tried to not toggle it, I think he would have lived one more hit. Oh, no. That would have been so crazy if he lived.
Liquid reacting well, though. Put themselves in position to pick up a kill on the enemy safe laner. You know who I'm a little bit surprised has been... I wouldn't call him passive. He's got 3 kills after all, but I thought we'd see a little bit more of Emo ganking side lanes. He's got this Kaya now.
Yeah, I think he could have ganked bot, but bot doesn't really have a good catch.
Great hook shot. Echo Slam still going to come through. Emo still dead to rights, though, but there's a Supernova on top, and Nisha trapped inside of these cogs, trying for the kill on a Baboka. Will succeed there, but dead here to the follow-up from the Dragon Knight. A double kill for Nisha. Still pretty good for his money, for his game. Blink was on the way, I reckon, but now he's 800 gold closer to that shard. Okay. Fly just farming snakes, though. That's always the tough pill to swallow after you're a shaman and all your snakes get eaten.
Do you respect when people do the thing where they just like micro all of the snakes to try to deny each other?
Of course, that's me, dude.
Oh,
of course I respect them. That's me.
You just see them all like start trying to like cancel their attacks and attack each other.
Yeah, of course.
I get so
there are some cosmetics which have like a really rough animation, but there are some Serpent Ward cosmetics which have like a really smooth attack animation, and those are the nice ones I like to equip to make sure you can just deny everything.
You don't like ugly skins?
I don't. Well, you know, I'm a little bit more form follows function for me. You know.
Okay.
It's got a. I'm the guy who's buying my skins to confuse enemy laners, or I take the slacks method and I dress up my heroes as ugly as possible. Because it's like a hidden taunt, you know? It's like they get angry.
Have you seen
the
the Primal Beast one? I think it was like Zai used to do it. Have you ever seen that?
The one where he looks like Big Nyx Assassin?
No, he'll use default head, and then like the Yeti body, and then default arms. And so the Yeti body's way bigger because it has like fur and stuff. So it's like you have this like massive body and then these like tiny little arms that are a different shade, and your head's like really tiny compared to the model.
Oh, you're just talking about Puffer Jacket Primal Beast, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got his winter coat on.
He's just a little chilly.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh. Okay, but Boca wants to go for Monkey, but he's gonna be walking over this observer. Oh, I think he saw him? No, he didn't. Not enough to go at least.
Smoke is going to get interrupted here. So it's just a kill here onto Ollie. I'm not sure if that was really the blink reveal, but it could have been from Nisha, now that I look at it. Well, Ollie tanking that gank perfectly. It's going to allow Beyond and Baboka. Well, maybe not Baboka. Did stop to take the Watcher. Nah, he's okay. He'll make it out.
Game slowed down a bit. Hasn't really been a big play or like big team fight outside of you know, the one little catch that they had on Ollie, but I don't I'm thinking of who likes a slow game. So Timbersaw scales really hard versus their draft with an Ags, because I don't think that there's like a lot of damage on Liquid. Like Timber gets Ags, he walks into 5 heroes, he's fine. But on the same side for Liquid, there's going to be AC in about like 3 minutes or so, which is a really big item. Just for dealing, even for dealing damage. Like if you look at the enemy heroes, Clock has 6 armor, that goes to 1. Naga has 9, that goes to 4. It's like, sure, against like the Dragon Knight, the Timber, it's not as big, but even getting your team a little more damage, maybe your support lives an extra auto attack. Or, you know, you should push buildings faster. I just think that the AC is going to be this really good timing, and I've also noticed a lot of the Lycans that are successful are going this.
Oh, Roshan
they
will be
thought.
contested here. Beyond. Thinking about his opportunity. There's a
Insania's
static
dead.
storm that makes things a bit more difficult, but Insania's dead. Not without getting off at least the static storm. Almost good enough for the kill on a Baboka. In fact, they have to use the song to get this Ancient Thunderhide off
so
of
low.
him. He will live. In the meantime, Saberlight going mano a mano versus Fly. There's the Wukong's command set up. Good fissure. Isolates Fly from the rest of his team. Nisha going in. Has the Echo Slam. They've caught Beyond with that. And the Hex. No chance for the Supernova. Down he goes. Saberlight with a double kill. Liquid winning the Roche fight as they rebuke and rebuff Yakutou Brothers. Straight back into the pit to finish off what they came for.
Timber? No, he doesn't want to go. Something felt weird there. Like there was a Monkey King ult that was dropped for almost a full duration, and then there's like 2-3 seconds left. The Phoenix dives in and then just dies.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. Look at this. So he runs up with the big ancient creep, sees the clockwork, kind of pokes him down. At the same time, they see the disruptor on the low ground, so they kill him. And I think it's here. It's like, sure, Fly goes in. He's really aggressive. Like, this is good. I don't think he'll die. Like, what is it? Like, one stun? He gets caught by something? Yeah. He gets stunned by the fissure into the chain stun from the shaman. But I think they could have just lasered him from far. Like, he still had laser on the Phoenix, so you just laser maybe on the high ground above him, then you egg.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, because it was weird, because Emo Timber chains back up to the high ground, and then Beyond just goes in, like deep. So I don't think they're really on the same page there. I also think, like, it wasn't that good of a... I don't think it was a bad Wukong. Like, it zoned, it allowed Liquid to set back up and, you know, get ready to round 2, if you will. But it wasn't like a Wukong's that was going to allow Liquid to finish Roche. I think that's easy for us to say. I don't think Yakutou Brothers had vision on Roche's HP. Maybe they were afraid the Shaker and Lycan were just going to finish Roche, and that's why they felt pressure to go in. But I think if they watch the tape, I think they're going to be like, we probably could have chilled. Like, they still Elder Dragon form for a while.
They watched the tape.
You got to watch it, you know? Watch the X's and O's. Get the coach in there. Get Coach Yakult for you.
It's my favorite. I love watching the tapes. Do you watch pro team replays a lot? I feel like you're getting better.
Yeah. I watch the replays, of course. I try and watch the replays, and I try and watch their streams. I'm always in the chats.
I think so. For me, my actual take is for a lot of people to improve. The best thing was pubs. Actually, more than tournament games. Okay, tell me that your pub players play like either of these teams at all.
Not even close. I mean,
exactly.
but we're built different. You and I is a nice way to put it.
Okay.
You know, I'm building double headdresses in my game, and you're getting drafted. You know, on teams. It's a little different.
Sure.
Fly here. He's in some trouble. Nice static storm's going to prevent a song from coming through. That is if they even had one. Glimpsed back in. Fly still dead to rights. We'll go now.
That was the whole team though. That was 5 heroes bought.
Sorry, they killed him through song. That was on it. I thought I heard it, but my volume was just a bit low. Nice kill. Nice kill by Liquid. This BKB cannot come fast enough for Fly. And Emo's at his Ag Scepter and is quickly farming his way up towards BKB. Despite Liquid having a pretty significant net worth lead, I mean 3k, 22 minutes. You still have a very farmed Timber Saw ultimately, and items are still getting completed.
I think so. It looks like they're smoking. I don't know why they... Oh, okay. So there's BKB on Phoenix, which maybe is going to let him go in, but there's not really any timings.
BKB Phoenix, maybe they feel no shapeshift, no static storm.
Yeah, but it's just the windows for that are so small. It's like they have 20 seconds to get a catch before Lycanol, 10 seconds for Disruptor.
Yeah, I hear you. This map's so big now, it just takes so long to get out of your base.
And also with Aegis being a minute away.
Right? Yeah. No,
I think they were just scared of getting jumped by the Shadow Shaman.
Well, it's going to allow Yakutou Brothers to get back out on the map, fix their lanes, get a little bit more pushing in. Like I said, we're pretty close to that BKB now on Timber, and I believe the DK. But Liquid, they're going to go ahead and look to make a move now.
Liquid is smoking, and a good scan on Dragonite. Fly, go base. Oh, he's so close to getting out.
Oh, stunned. Fissure into the follow-up totem with the blink on it. And Fly, he's in a very tricky place here. His courier only delivering the Mithril Hammer, not the full BKB, and no support for him, no TPs. He'll die right outside of his tower.
The game, I think, is starting to slip away a bit for Yakutou Brothers, but they still have the damage, I think, to take a real fight. I just feel like the last 5 minutes or so, it's kind of just been pickoffs for Liquid. Like, they gave away Roche, they gave away these random like kills bot lane, and I don't think you can afford that, especially versus like heavy push draft for Liquid. Like, the second Liquid gets an advantage, they can drop wards, they can drop Lycan, and that's really not. I think just get your items, get their BKBs. The Timber has his now. I think you really need this Dragonite. Like, you want to use your heroes to protect him. I think even Naga should just start following Dragonite around and just save with the song.
Yeah.
Because you do have the damage.
She tried. I also think low-key a strong item here is going to be this Phoenix Shard. I think beyond I don't know, it's a really good plate mail game too, honestly, so I'm having trouble just saying ignore the full Shivas, because that is a big, damage spike for your team. But I also think if you can get off a good egg with BKB and throw down a laser during it, I also think you're sitting quite pretty in that fight.
Yeah, no, I don't think this net worth lead really matters right now. Like, it's like only 4k, and their draft is good. Again, like, Dragonite gets a stun on a core, I think that guy will die to the Timber damage in an instant. It's just, I feel like they haven't just found the momentum or the jumps.
Yeah, and these items are coming online. Oh, you know what? Saberlight did not go for the AC first. He actually built BKB and then Orchid. So there has not been an AC in these fights, which is a little scarier, right? Because that means that power spike is still coming. For now, though,
yes.
Liquid hitting a triple BKB timing here shortly. Saberlight's got his. Nisha's just now flying his out, I believe. And Mickey had his just about a minute ago. So we should see another move from them, or maybe they're going to wait for this Roche timer. But that has bought time now for Fly to finish up his own BKB. So what do we have? 6 BKBs at the moment, if I'm not mistaken? Indeed.
I think that's a calm before the storm. I think this next Roche fight is going to be really big. You're going to see Liquid's going to, I think, especially even with the Dom, he might just start splitting it up from himself to push these random lanes in as you get Roshan closer and closer to spawning. Because if you make it awkward, you make a guy show, maybe the start of the fight's 5v5. And also, look at this wolf scouting. Oh.
They smoke under a wolf? Yes,
they smoked right directly under a wolf. So Liquid knows exactly what's happening, and they might even set up for a little bait here.
See the reaction from them.
Lycan's baiting.
Kicking things off. There's going to be the shapeshift. Fly catches him immediately with a stun. The Centaur Conqueror even following up. Pretty good. Fissure's going to block off the rest of the team. Baboka, he'll go in. Echo Slam, good enough for the kill, only onto Baboka. But that's the Supernova Sun committed, and the fight's not taking place anywhere around it. All of a sudden, Insania able to get on top of Beyond. His BKB on cooldown, and Saberlight will begin to run down these cores, assisted by the Glimpse. The Wolf Scout here by Saberlight is going to end up winning Liquid the fight. They're up 8k. They're going to go high ground. Roche spawn, but they've got business on the enemy high ground, don't they?
That, I don't know if Nisha meant to block the hook, but him actually blocking that hook, meaning that the clockwork kind of was on this guy with a BKB, it hurts, because if the hook was supposed to hit the shaman there. And, well, okay, so he goes down in the back line. I mean, Fly's still strong. But this looks like a free Rax, and maybe they can look to chase down heroes. They do have the clock ags, they have the hookup still, but
Okay, quick stun there. Fissure blocks off the monkey, but of course he can just simply leap over the fissure. And Flyfly goes,
shouldn't even have to
delicious
BKB.
snakes.
Okay. Oof, and that's the big swing, right? That's not what Yakutou Brothers needed. I am starting to feel worried about the burst damage versus BKBs. I think so. In that last fight, you saw Shaker pop BKB, Lycan pop BKB, and they just run at cores. Like Shaker kills Clockwork during the BKB, just echo, just kill the guy. It doesn't matter. And then at the same time, Lycan just popped BKB and ran through the song and killed the Naga Siren. And the fight just kind of turned into 3v5 with the stuns. And at the same time, Yakutou Brother cores had to pop all their BKBs because they're worried about random fissures, random hexes, random disruptor ults. And so it's like they don't have the damage to kill during BKBs, whereas Liquid does. And now it's to the point where I don't even know if they get this perfect jump if they can kill a core. Like I think if Lycan gets jumped alone with the DK and Timber fully on him, I don't even know if he dies. I think he's just gonna pop BKB ult and run away.
Yeah, he's pretty big now. I mean, he doesn't have that plate mail yet for the AC, but it's coming soon.
3,000 health rush.
No song, right? Yeah, no song for 15. Only a potential hook shot, but there's so much in the way.
Oh, he
Ali!
snatched it!
He snatched the Aegis! You thief! How did he get away with that? He's gonna die. He'll pay immediately for that one, but well worth the cost of admission. As Mickey, he's gonna get jumped by Flyfly. Yakutou Brothers dividing and conquering. As there's even a hook shot now. They find Saberlight taken down. Oh my goodness!
I was looking. I was like, Timber's walking to the pit. He has no blink. There's not really a good angle for the clock hook, and then Ollie just blinks into the pit. I can't believe that.
The classic Naga Siren blink into the pit. Of all the heroes to expect, you know, I would have rated Ali on the Naga Siren this game as least likely to snatch it. Literally, the least likely. This is already after
they
the
missed
snatch.
it.
Can we go back?
But no, we missed it. But it's just like the fight gets so split. Nisha actually just pretty much died 100-0 on a stun to the DK, which I'm actually surprised that he was that squishy. And then Lycan uses BKB to kind of try to dive the Phoenix in the backline, so then his goes down, gets hooked. Oof. Okay,
Crazy
so
fight.
Dragonite does do damage, and Nisha is squishy. So I think, I guess, looking at that fight now. Oh, here we go. You can see all look.
Dude, he just gets in there.
And gets it. He just gets it.
My man, literally, he just says, you know what? Someone's got to save this game, and I guess it's me. And just gets in there.
If they manage to turn this game around, it's actually because of that Aegis steal.
That's so.
Which is
two
crazy.
Heroes in the pit. What, 9 Serpent Wards? No vision, right? They don't know really where Roche was standing.
They had clock. They had the.
That's fair.
Rocket flares were out.
That's fair.
So he knew exactly what was going on, but still just doing that on a Naga Siren, getting in there.
What a baller, honestly. 0-6-4, but Ali's been playing a pretty solid game. You know, he's been breaking all these smoke ganks a lot of the times, honestly.
Also, his queue up is he's going refresher, so he's gonna have 2 songs. Okay, so I see the angle for the team fights now.
Okay.
So Shaker's actually really squishy, and he dies to the DK Sun. So DK has to either jump the Shaker, kill it, Disruptor, or Shaman. I think these fights where he gets baited and jumps the Lycan are really bad, which I think is what happened in that like fight where they obviously their smoke got scouted by the Lycan at the start of the fight, but you have to hold back. I think sometimes it'd be like, okay, I see the Lycan, I can't jump him, and like hold your blink, let them maybe jump you or something else. Even Monkey, I think, might be able to get bursted by the DK plus Timber. I just think anyone but Lycan. Just any hero that is not Lycan. You want to jump, you want to go. And Blink is now finished for Timber. Daedalus is now up for the Dragonite. They're getting their items. Shiva's even for the Phoenix.
Well, that's the thing you were saying, right? Even with this 6k lead, even when it was about 10k before Ali saves the day and snatches the Aegis, you were saying Yakutou Brothers, they still have the damage. The draft is there for them, right?
Yep.
Even with an item or so behind. And really, everyone's pretty comparable if you just take a look at net worth, core to cores. The only one who's not able to go band for band right now, it's Beyond, right? He's the one who is further behind, but his team fight impact can be that much greater here. Careful for Boxy. I think he's got a BKB even.
Okay, they might try to turn
here.
I don't think he dies.
Wukong's command.
This is dangerous. Fly's around.
No, just leaves though.
Oh no, help Fluff.
Now, do we have a potential counter initiation? There's going to be a Hex first onto the DK. Does get off that BKB, trying to turn and fight, but Ollie's dead through the song. Beyond activates his BKB as well, trying to keep up Fly. The heals, no, just not strong enough. And Beyond, he doesn't have an Icarus dive, only the egg, but what's going to protect him?
Oh,
that's what's going to do it. The Clockwork jumps in to save the day. Emo to follow up with the damage. They get through Saberlight, but what about the rest of the team? Emo
still has a BKB.
He's echo slammed, and the control again from Boxy is there. The jump in, but I think that's chicken fingers of all things, which is going to put a dead Phoenix into the ground. Beyond's going to go down. It's just the Clockwork now here, Gunnar. Baboka, he's very annoying, but I think eventually he too shall die. Almost gets Nisha, by the way. So that is going to be a 1 for 5.
I don't think that... So Emo didn't press his BKB the whole fight because Insane has an Axe. And so I think when he went in there, he wasn't expecting the Disruptor Axe.
Oh, no.
But... Oh, there's some... I think the initiation from Fly trying to get on the Shaker, like, he did the same thing where it's like, oh, I want to kill the Shaker. But, like, if you look at this fight, this was pretty bad for Liquid on this initiation. They actually waste the Wukong. And I think if they played this a bit slower... It would have worked out better, but they force Fly in. His Naga Siren gets scared, so she blinks into the Monkey King ult to Song and then just dies to it. And now it's like you're down 2, and they still almost win this 2v5. I think actually if Emo pressed his BKB here on this Blinken, they would have won the fight.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it took, but he walks back into it is the issue, and he's not able to really like stop from dying.
Insania's reaction as well was really clutch there. The Static Storm coming out at that moment stopped the Cog. I think if there's Cogs, that could have been an even more troubling fight, but that's going to be the power of the Ags. Insania, strong positioning. These Liquid supports, I think, really making a big difference. You can see in these fights where they're not getting jumped first, the impact that they're having, right? These random hexes, these glimpses, the Static Storms just being there when they need to be. And the Yakutou Brothers... Yeah, again, I think you're right. Just kind of forcing into a bad fight. I don't know what it is. Whenever there's like a somewhat what feels like ignorable Wukong's command, it just like enrages Yakutou Brothers. They just go in because there was that first Roche
They
fight
just all jump on it.
They just jump in.
I feel like it was just play it slow. Like, didn't the Shaman used BKB? So it's like the second he shows in the fight, you can jump him. They drop Wukong's command. Your Timbersaw didn't even use any cooldowns. So I think he maybe used his Ags, but like, okay, that's fine. I don't know. I think even so, it's now a 12k lead, but I feel like their win conditions are the same. It's just that the lose conditions are even stricter now, if that makes sense. Like maybe now before, if you jumped the Lycan, you could have kited. But now I feel like because of this gold deficit, if you jump the Lycan, you just straight up lose. Or you mess up your jump on the Shaker, you lose. So in that fight, he went kind of half on Lycan, half on Shaker on the DK. I think now he really has to be like, okay, I need a clean jump on the Shaker, or I need a clean jump on the supports, or if Monkey King's alone, I can jump him. But like wherever this Lycan is, I can't bait my team in onto going onto him.
I reckon the Shaker's a good bet. Oh my goodness, the blink's out in time. Ali might be left. Flyflight's gonna get tickled by that fissure. But otherwise, okay.
Emo's looking.
Sorry, make that Emo. Gets the jump in. Boxy with the BKB. Drops his Serpent Wards, but that is going to be Static Storm committed. And Emo's tanky. Hookshot to cancel. Baboka, he just goes in. I think he's just dead instantly. Return to sender there on the corpse on that enchant totem. And Nisha, he's chasing for more. Emo will get glimpsed back on in. Doesn't have the BKB active any longer. Mickey forced the BKB from that, but it's going to be Emo who's just killed off easily. Mickey with BKB, more than enough damage to ignore that song. And they're still trying to fight. They're going to buy back. A stun there onto Insania, the fissure. But again, it's Boxy completely unbothered, just full channeling. For the second time, these shackles in these fights, he will be left behind. Or will he? Oh my goodness, he's a hard one to kill. He's got that hammer as well. Another shackles to Beyond. No way. Another full shackles. Down he goes. They're getting baited so
Flyfly's
hard. And Flyfly's, he's still going on in. Finally, they take down Boxy. Flyfly with the BKB active, putting in some work. But a buyback now from Boxy as Liquid sensing a moment of weakness, sensing an opportunity, want to go for more. Flyfly lands a stun on Tanisha. Suddenly, he's stunned in return as Saberlight gets off the shapeshift. He's going to be able to run these guys down. A hook shot's not going to change the fact that Flyfly is dead to rights. As Nisha ends the fight on a double kill. That's just game? I think that's just the game here, Gunner.
Unless all he can hold. Okay, never mind. I mean,
GG?
oh, he didn't get egg off.
I don't believe it.
I think they just got outplayed in that fight. In the last two fights, honestly. Just